What you're seeing is non-gravity squash, a solid image relayed from our own squash courts. The generator powers the game as well as relaying the image. Over the years, visitors have been interested in the tricks it is possible to play with these solid images. So by way of a preface to the scientific analysis that follows, let me demonstrate some of the more spectacular possibilities.
It's got to be unreal transfer.
Why has it got to be?
Because that's the only way to manipulate solid objects.
What if I told you this part of the galaxy doesn't discover unreal transfer until 2386?
Then how's it done?
I don't know.
Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is under control. Or nearly everything.
You seriously advise me to sell our goalies to the very race against whom we fought the war?
An excellent solution, surely.
It's as well my son did not hear this.
But that war has been lost and won. What we're discussing here is
For
business.
some Argolins, that war leaves a bitter memory.
For your son, perhaps.
Pangol is sensitive to all aliens. Natural, I suppose, in the youngest of a race that was all but wiped out.
I sympathize. Personally, those Formasi make my skin crawl. It must be the green scales.
Come now, Proc. Part of the business of this hive is to develop cross-cultural understanding. The Formasi are reptiles with highly developed intelligence. I don't suppose either you or I appear particularly attractive to them.
True. And quite frankly, I can't think what they want with our
Well,
goalies.
that's easily answered. Reptiles are resistant to radioactivity. There's only one life form in the galaxy that could live out there on the surface.
They're Formasi.
Precisely. But to be forced to sell them our planet, our home, would not that be the ultimate defeat?
Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. Oh, I do like to be beside the sea. Da da da, ya da da, da dee dee dee, da da, la da dee, da da, da 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 dee, da da. Oh, so sorry. I was just sunning myself at the Leisure Hive. Well, it is my birthday after all. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. And just by some amazing coincidence of fate, this was the first story that was broadcast during my lifetime in 1980, the Leisure Hive, and you can automatically see a distinct change in tone here, can't you? But let's be honest, the 1980s was the best decade for television, wasn't it? Oh, Teabag, Nightmare, Sons and Daughters, Neighbours, Home and Away, Orm and Cheap, The Krypton Factor, couldn't get better. And of course, Doctor Who, yes, the new producer, John Nathan Turner, really revamping the show, new theme music. The Doctor seems slightly darker, doesn't he? And the whole sort of theme of the show feels much more scientific, doesn't it, I think, in the approach. But yes, very interesting to observe the differences just in a short space of time since Sharda. Yes, very interesting. I think that creature, the shadow we saw at the end there, was the Famazi, green lizard creatures, who I don't actually think necessarily are the baddies in this. The Argolins are the people with the nice hair, but the the baubles fall off their head when they are nearing death, I think, as they gradually grow older. I recognise the sort of the president chap there. It's really good makeup and costumes, wasn't it? But I just can't put my finger on who it is. I'm sure he's been in another story, but as I say, I didn't quite recognise him from the costume, but certainly from the speaking and the gestures there. Lovely to see the Doctor and Romana enjoying their first visit to the Leisure Hive. It looked like they'd been on Brighton Beach, the way Romana was dressed, didn't it? Oh, of course they had been at the start of the episode. But yes, I'm feeling incredibly relaxed after watching that. Oh, and that sort of anti-gravity squash looked brilliant, didn't it? Might give that a go myself. Anyway, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. And what better birthday than to enjoy the Leisure Hive? Marvellous.